There's a lot of competition out there. There's a lot of hard money lenders out there. Everybody does things a little bit different. Don't just shop on price. Hey, it's Kevin Amolsch, Pine Financial Group, where we work together so you succeed. Hey, you found us on YouTube. Go ahead and hit the subscribe. We would love to have you a part of this channel, and leave some comments below. We'll definitely interact with you. Today, Sean Bloomquist and I are going to talk to you a little bit about pricing. I guess I want to say pricing because I want to talk a little bit about pricing real estate and how it's so different than pricing loans. We're hard money lenders, and we get feedback all the time that your pricing's not right or whatever it is. So we're going to talk about pricing today. I'll go ahead and get started with a real quick story. It was about 2 or 3 weekish ago. And I had a client call me, and she said that she had called 2 weeks prior to that. Okay. And we were going to do the deal with her, but she decided to go with another lender that was priced slightly less.
Sure.
So in this specific deal, we charged 2 points in origination, a 12% interest rate for a fix and flip, and she found a great hard money lender for 1.75% origination, 12% interest rate. So she went with them.
The better rate.
And of course, I'm on the phone with her. She's hysterical because she has $5,000 on the line, $35,000 of potential profits lost.
Yep.
And we ended up getting the deal done now, and it cost her an extra $460 because we charged her the 2 points that we originally quoted her. Have you ever had a story like that before?
I haven't had that exact scenario, but I've had it where maybe someone had done a deal with us prior, and they thought on their next one they would shop around and see if they could find a better rate. And they found someone, maybe a private lender or something like that, that just beat us on price. Same scenario, a 1/4 point or maybe 1% or something like that. They tried them for that deal, found out that, you know what, maybe this wasn't the greatest fit. The little bit of savings in money wasn't worth it, and they came back to us on the next deal to continue that relationship because they could see what they were getting for the cost.
Yeah, and I said pricing real estate, and I know we all 4 of us in the office talk about this a lot. Price fixes anything in real estate.
Yep.
I mean, it really does. If you need to get a property sold, you could just drop the price to a point where you can get rid of it. That is absolutely not the case when you're borrowing money from a hard money lender. Just getting the best price is not always the best option. We want to talk about several things to consider when you're shopping for your next hard money loan.
Yeah. So the first one would be, what do you get with the higher price lender that you don't get with the less expensive option? And in my opinion, you're getting experience, a track record, someone who has delivered many times with other people, and they aren't going to leave you hanging at the closing table or days before closing to not get your deal funded.
That's right. Oftentimes it's true what they say. You get what you pay for. Pine Financial, we're all really experienced real estate investors. We want to be involved. We want to help you with your deal. So we're almost like eyes and ears over your shoulder helping you be successful. The second one is, what is the term of the loan and what happens if I need to extend? I know Pine Financial, we can be flexible as long as we're communicating. We really do want to be flexible. We have a built-in extension, which is not out of control. Some lenders will jack their interest rate up to 24% plus a point every month that you need to extend. Some won't extend at all.
And in the long run, at the end of the day, we want to help you succeed and get this property moved. Get it sold, move on to the next one. Don't be stuck in a deal that is going nowhere, essentially. The third one is, what is the draw process for repair funds, and how long does it take to get that? Some lenders will have it where it's direct through a title company, and you have to go through the title company with lien releases and things like that. They'll eventually send someone out to take a look at the property, and then you'll get your repair funds from there. With Pine Financial, you request a draw, we send someone out personally within a day or two. Everything looks okay, we can direct wire the funds to you, and you would have it the next day.
It's very fast.
Yeah, very fast.
Are repair funds put into a separate trust account like the ones that are used by title companies, attorneys, and is it going to be available if you need it? We've refinanced multiple properties within the last 60 days where the draw money should have been available for the client and it wasn't. So we had to refinance other hard money lenders. If they would have just came to us first, there would have only been one set of closings, but now they got 2 to 4 points in origination fees with somebody else, 2 points origination fee to deal with us, just so they can have access to the money they should have already had access to. And the other thing is it going into a trust account? Trust accounts are protected from lawsuits, and they're definitely separated from all the other operating capital. So a good hard money lender will separate the draw money.
And that could really throw off your deal if you get into it, start working, and then you go to request your next draw, and magically the lender doesn't have your repair money that they said they were going to have for you.
That's why we refinanced 2 last 60 days.
Exactly. All right, so the next one would be, does the lender have a good reputation for closing when they say they will close? Now, this is exactly the scenario you pointed out where they couldn't get it closed for them with days to go. If you want to know if the lender will come through, ask for referrals. Go to some of your local RIAs and talk to people. Hey, have you used X lender before? And see, have they delivered? Did they deliver on time? Were they easy to work with? Things like that. If you call Pine Financial Group and ask us for referrals, we're happy to give you names of people that have used us because they're going to be more than happy to tell you how it was working with us for their past deals.
Yeah, almost 1,600 loans now, never once missed a closing.
Nope.
What is a down payment requirement? This one is very interesting because we get this all the time. The smoke and mirrors, I like to call it. Look, you can borrow money at 1% plus 7.9% interest rate. Well, yeah, if you put 30% down, at that point, why don't you just borrow from a bank?
Yeah.
The benefit of a hard money lender, especially Pine Financial, is it's high leverage. We loan 100% of purchase, 100% of repairs, 100% of closing costs, all of it up to a certain, like 70% of the property's repaired value. But it's a very high leverage loan, which carries tremendous benefit. Sometimes that costs a little bit more.
And we're going to be upfront and transparent with you. If there is any money needed down for some reason, you're going to know about it prior to closing instead of at the last second finding out you've got to bring 10% down or 20% down like some of these other lenders charge.
Don't just shop the rate.
Yep.
Look at the whole loan.
All right, the next one would be, what about prepayment penalties, payoff fees, minimum interest, etc.? Some lenders will require you to have 6 months of interest no matter what. That's their minimum they require on the deal. There may be fees for points at the end when you pay off the loan, not just the points you've charged at the front end. There may be hidden fees for draws. If you are requesting draws multiple times in a certain time period, they may require more money than they normally would for one draw at a time. There may be prepayment penalties. If you, let's say the term of the loan is 6 months and you get the property done and sold within 4 months, there may be a prepayment requirement to shorten that loan essentially. Working with Pine Financial Group, there is no prepayment penalty. It's interest only as long as you have the loan. The draws are all right up front telling you that it's $100 per draw, things like that. So there is no hidden fees with someone like us, but you need to make sure you're talking to these other lenders. Hey, what other fees are involved? Is there anything I need to be aware of at the end, in the middle, somewhere like that, just so you don't get caught off guard.
The last one here is, are they sufficiently staffed and able to help you when you need them? Payoff statements and releases are great examples of this. So we have a full staff, Pine Financial. We answer our phones. We answer our emails. Oftentimes, this is crazy, and you understand this, Sean, even though you don't work on this side as much. Title companies forget about the money. Like, there's actually a loan we got to pay off here.
Yeah.
They'll call us sometimes the day of closing to get payoff information and release information so that our client could sell their fix and flip and get paid. If you're not in the office, if you're out on, sipping a cocktail on a beach somewhere, they won't be able to close their deal.
I actually just had a deal the other day where I asked the title company if they had the payoff for the existing mortgage that we were going to refinance out. And the response back to me was, oh, was I supposed to get that?
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, you're insuring this title. It'd be nice if you knew it was a clear title.
Yeah.
So that's all we got for this. I think I just want to leave you with, there's a lot of competition out there. There's a lot of hard money lenders out there. Everybody does things a little bit different. Don't just shop on price. Yes, price is an extremely important variable to look at. It's money out of your pocket, so we understand that. We just ask that you look at everything so you can compare an apple to an apple.
Make sure you're getting what you pay for, essentially.
Make sure you get what you pay for. Check us out, pinefinancialgroup.com.